This is Aidan from SHCTV. Today I'm very lucky to be joined by the Commonwealth champion, Matty Mchale. Matty, how are you feeling?
I feel absolutely amazing. Just all the hard work through training camp, 14 weeks of hard graft, and that's what happens. You know what I mean? No corners cut.
Definitely. Obviously, we just spoke off camera. This is your first fight in Edinburgh. The homecoming. How does that feel to be able to sort of bring a big night back to Edinburgh, especially with a big performance like that?
Again, it feels absolutely amazing. I'm just happy to be fighting. As I said, my first time in Edinburgh in 3 years as a professional. I believe that this is big championship nights of boxing coming back to Edinburgh. This is where boxing belongs, the capital, and it was what a reception. You heard it, you know what I mean? Everybody going wild, so it was great. Loved it.
You sort of talk about the ring walk, standing on that stage looking in front of so many people, Portobello Town Hall. First show here in 73 years. How was that moment for yourself?
You know what, the moment was class. I really milked it, so I had to put on a good performance. So the performance matched the ring walk, so not much else I can say really,
So on to your opponent, Mchale, Ahmed, really tough opponent. How do you sort of, looking at the performance over him, getting a good stoppage win, how do you sort of evaluate that performance?
I believe I've done everything right. I worked for 14 weeks in training camp with Terry and my other team, and we stuck to a game plan how we were going to box and use everything I've got. My jab is my best asset to my boxing. We worked with it and controlled it, and I've got a lot of stoppages on my record as a professional, but that doesn't count. I'm a great boxer as well, and I think I've just went out there and showed how good a boxer I am. I got a bit greedy at times. I got a bit caught up in the moment with the team, but with the crowd. But Terry can soon bring me back down to earth, and Terry's a boss, so whatever Terry says, Terry goes.
So before your fight, did you see much of your opponent, and were you expecting him to be that tough, or?
Well, you know what? We watched it a wee bit, and I watched back now and again, but I leave it to Terry again. And Terry comes up with a game plan, and I box the way Terry wants me to box. Anything Terry says I do. Tells me to jump, I say how high. Yeah.
Sort of, going forward from that, obviously defending your Commonwealth title. Where do you sort of want to go from here? Do you want to maybe make another defence? Do you want to sort of push on for maybe a Brandon Deord rematch for the British? What do you sort of want next?
You know what? I'm easy for anything. Now, I got asked this leading up to the fight. What do you want? I never look at anybody ahead, but I would actually like that IBO shot. Ricardo Malajiki or something. He's South African. That's a boy I would really like, I believe. I thought he had quite an easy fight in his last fight, and I believe I could take him, and that would be a great fight for us to make, and I believe I could beat him. But if the Deord wants it too, he knows where I am, and we can put both the marbles up for it. So, yeah.
Is there sort of a time frame you're looking at being next out, or not really?
I'm always ready. I'm always in the gym. It doesn't matter what. I'm easy. If I could get a phone call to go in 3 weeks, I'll be ready.
Definitely. So, like we said, that Commonwealth title, do you think that's maybe a bit of a carrot to dangle over the division domestically, and sort of in the Commonwealth, for getting fights, or?
Yeah, because I'm champion, but again, it's where do I go from this? I put a target on my back, so the only thing I can do is not put my silk pyjamas on because I'm champion. I need to keep the same attitude, keep the same grind, in and out the gym, days on end, without saying sacrifices. I miss my girlfriend's birthday throughout, and it's hard sacrifices, but these are the things you do, so it's time to make up for it now and spend time with loved ones, so yeah.
Definitely. Last one for me, Matt, we both know important sponsors are unboxing, teams as well. Have you got anybody you want to thank, any sponsors, any team, anybody like that you want to thank?
I want to thank every one of my sponsors here. Sorry, I don't know.
There you go.
I want to thank every one of my team, not just me, but my whole team spent hours on hours with me, giving up valuable time and everything. So without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. They put so much time into it with me and everything. So yeah, just a massive shout out to them, and a huge shout out to the support of Edinburgh and everybody that came to support me today. Absolutely fantastic, and we'll be back, baby. Homecoming 2 coming up shortly.
Definitely, Matty. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.